The overnight shower showed us a new side of an Arkansas morning. It's truly beautiful here. Getting an early start means I can soak in the quiet morning. It's almost a meditation. So today is bench day. We're gonna actually mount the bench, which I'm excited about. We've been dreaming about it for a couple months now. This morning is how we find out how it's actually gonna go. So I'm a little worried about it just because we have one shot at cutting the rock. If a chunk cleaves off or something changes, then we've got to pivot. But it was cutting really good yesterday. It was really, really hard. And yeah, I'm feeling good about it. First things first, we wanna finish our C-130 tail accent. The one thing about starting early is sometimes my brain starts late. I'm not entirely sure why the cameraman didn't tell me I wasn't plugged in.
Oh,
You need power.
probably.
But it was pretty funny. Now it's time to start rolling out all the parts we hauled all the way from South Dakota and getting them ready for installation.
So most of these are parts from a C-130. The frame was just some scrap out of the boneyard, but this is part of an airdrop system. These are seat stanchions, so the legs that actually support the jump seats in a C-130. And this is also part of an airdrop system that goes through. So, and a little bit of South Dakota was one of my skeletons that I'm a fan of. So we have to drill a hole in this to mount this plate. I didn't want to do this before I got here, partly because it makes it extra heavy, like 80 pounds heavier, but also transporting it was a little easier when it was all taken apart. Let's go. Never seen that before. Skills.
It's just not getting tighter, Clark.
Keep trying.
It won't tighten.
Try again.
You gotta get aggressive with the noises. Gotta be aggressive with the noise.
Aggressive with the noise. Are we doing this with two of us?
Sure.
You want this side?
No.
Okay.
Not at
1,
all.
2, 3. Funny thing is, he wasn't trying to be funny. Those are the noises he makes when he does this.
Watch your knees.
We need some blankets put down. Hey, Dustin, you throw some blankets down on that site for us?
You good?
Good.
Groovy?
Yep, just like that. One more, breathe. You go the long way, Tanner, go that way. Yep. We just need these guys' help with getting one end set on the ground. You guys grab the side of it, or one side of it, so Tanner can set his end down.
Oh, side.
Yep, sit straight down.
Oh, straight down.
Straight down, just don't smash your fingers. Okay. Okay. God bless America. It's another 2 inches taller. It's actually okay for...
It's nice and cold right now. I don't want to sit on it in the sun though.
Okay. How I see this going in my head is at the end of this Type 5 platform, I want this rock, little rock, to set as one of the legs for the boulder, and the other leg is this steampunk C-130 thing that we built. So I have to cut out a notch out of that rock, the thickness of this platform. But I have one shot at doing it. The stone's not that hard, but I want to make sure it sets in a good like 3-4 inches all the way in so we can secure this thing. Then we'll pin it and epoxy it. But I'm a little nervous, if I'm being honest about it, because we already concreted the rock into the ground. So if we mess it up, we got a problem. So I'm just gonna sit on a bucket and be real careful. So this cut needs to be as precise as possible. And I was hoping to use the laser to give me a line that translated around, but it's too bright outside. If we're doing this at night, it would work, but so I'm just gonna do my very best to freehand it. So I'm gonna stay inside my lines because I can always sneak up on it. I can never add back, so wish me luck. You're a good helper, buddy. Okay, here we go. Okay, set her down. Look, he didn't even test it, he just sat down. Dustin and I needed a minute to noodle on a problem, so Clark and Ruby went on a supply run.
We're going to Lowe's. So yesterday, we laid at the base, and Cappy is on us like white on rice. Make sure you have your paperwork. You gotta have your paperwork. Who doesn't remember his paperwork? Cappy. And then we had to find his paperwork, which he thought was in his truck, which wasn't in his truck. And then when we try to call him, of course, he doesn't have his phone on. So here we go on an adventure to go get Cappy, to have to go back onto the base so we can get his room keys so that we can go to his hotel room so we can find his paperwork. I love it. I always say, who needs enemies when you got friends? I'm glad we're here this time of year because I think if it was hotter than this, I'd melt like a popsicle. I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love the guys I get to hang out with. I love the crew. I just love the difference. And it just gets you out of your everyday norm. So, you ready to go to the store?
Let's go.
Let's go to the store.
How do you feel when Cappy asked you to come on this trip?
I thought it would be great. Something different, somewhere else, and I thought it'd be fun, exciting. I've got a lot of friends and family that do Air Force stuff, and I just think it's great that I get to come contribute. So, yeah. You get to hang out with everybody, and it's not so workish. I needed a break. I thought it'd be grand. So, Cappy's easy to travel with, because most of the time he just sleeps. So.
And buy this food.
Oh yeah, and feed us. It's really weird. I still got an idea that I'm really close to the base, but I can't get my head wrapped around the directions here yet. And I keep thinking east is north and north is south, and I'm all combobulated still. It's not good. How'd you feel, Clark, when Cappy says, "Hey, I got an idea. We're gonna go to Arkansas and film this episode, and I need you to come along and be our guy"? Were you like all in, like right away?
I was all in right away, and I was pumped.
Yes.
But, I'm also nervous. This is a lot for one person.
Yes.
My poor little brain gets tired, and then imagining.
You got your little paperwork, Clark?
I do it.
Okay, coming my way. I fabricated them. I used an iron worker. It's called a Scotchman iron worker. And it's a piece it's a slice out of when you cut angle iron. So I thought they looked like birds, and I thought they were fun. So we got them. It did dawn on me, I don't know if I rattle canned these or not yet.
That one's dying.
That one got caught. He's locked up.
My friend.
He's my friend.
It's Carlos.
That's Carlos. So 13 inches is your length. 4 of them at 13, square, square. So the challenge with building the bench out of actual C-130 parts is they're all aluminum and steel and hot. So to be a bench, we didn't want the place that you actually seat to be too hot to actually be functional. So we're using some Owens Corning decking, some composite decking that'll be all weatherproof, and but it'll be a lot cooler to sit on than that. So this is just to get us up a little bit, put a little shadow line underneath it so it sort of looks like the bench itself is floating. Along with it makes it look like this is floating. So when you look at it from back there, the whole thing is sort of stacked and adds a little dimension to it. So. Hey Clark, hey, this is Will. So Will and I were stationed together 107 years ago in Texas, a long time ago. We look exactly the same, except I have a beard and I'm fatter. But yeah, he's the one that spearheaded this whole project. So Will's been a fan of the show and reached out and said, hey, can you come to Arkansas and help us out with the project? So it's either his genius that he's here or his fault that we're here, one of the two. So,
We're just glad you guys are here.
thanks, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. Bet you he is a little skinnier too. Yeah, I was.
We were all a little skinnier. All of our prep work started snapping into place. Dustin attached the decking to protect the tail feathers of any future bench sitters. Tanner taped off our C-130 tail accent, and I painted on our concrete stain to make it pop. And now, the big moment. One bench, one little rock, and one chance. And lastly, time to seal up the concrete and call it a day. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what we get done today? Why are we excited? Why are we in a hurry?
So when we design these things and we can actually turn them into an actual thing, it looks really close to the drawing. So we wrapped up for today. In a couple minutes, I'm actually headed to the main gate to pick up some special guests that came down for the event day after tomorrow. And tomorrow, all we have left to do is put our special surprise on the sculpture on the side of it. So we got our first layer of concrete sealant on. It looks really good. It smells like concrete sealant, so that means I know it's done. And yeah, it's been fun to see all the trainees and instructors and officers and people walk by and point and talk to each other and recognize what the pieces and parts are. And yeah, so that's always the fun part. So it's working. So the last couple of days have been hot days, trying to make sure that we do a good job in front of the squadron building, in front of the schoolhouse. So we're got our tools cleaned up and we're keeping everything sort of tight. But it went great. Everything went on schedule. We had no issues, no problems with weather or anything like that, other than it was really hot. But yeah, the base was gracious enough. We had lots of ice, and there's some vending machines and bathrooms inside, so we're good. So we got almost every piece done. The bench is installed. It's bolted down. The concrete's been sealed. The decking, our Owens Corning decking, is on top of it for the part you actually sit on. And we have one special touch that's going to get installed tomorrow late afternoon, just before the ceremony on Friday morning. And then I have some special guests that I'm on my way to get right now. We're going to meet them just off of base. I have all their paperwork and passes to get on base, and we're on our way to pick them up right now. So they wanted to be part of the ceremony, and yeah, I'm excited to show them not only what we built, but introduce them to maybe a little part of what my life was 30 years ago. when I was here. So let's go get them. Look, I got a Rachel and a Sprout and a mom and dad. They drove all the way to Little Rock so they can see our thing. This is cool. Rachel's on the phone and Alex is in class. Hi, Mom. So my dad doesn't move very fast anymore, but by the time I got my mom out of the truck and turned around, Larry was already at the podium in front of this very cool, very special C-130 static display. To see my dad stand in front of this historic aircraft from the era which he flew was this connection that I didn't expect to be this almost full circle moment. Hello, Chad. How's school?
Gross.
Hi, baby girl. Then when I looked up to see my wife and daughter and mother, then the circle was complete. Okay, so this plane,
Yes.
so fully loaded, 93 people. 452 people. They stuffed so many people into this airplane, 32 of them were on the flight deck.
Sure hope you're a better pilot than driver.
So my buddy Will, who arranged this entire project for us, invited us to a very special experience that not everyone gets to do. We all get to go check out a C-130 flight simulator. It's gonna be so cool.
So Dad, Will and I were stationed together at Dias.
C-130 Loadmaster, yeah.
It's up there to the door to the left.
Okay.
Hi. What are you thinking?
It's trippy.
Why are you nervous?
I don't know.
It's just a simulator.
No, I know, but like I don't want to like break something. He said that these are 23 million a piece, and that's not the computer, that's not the people, it's just a machine.
Whoa.
23 million. That's a lot of ice cream.
I'll take one.
Oh, free.
For free. It was so great to see my mother on the flight deck of a C-130, to be able to bring to life the stories that my dad and I have been telling for a collective 60 years. It was almost surreal.
I did not crash the plane.
Good
I
job.
lived.
We can do a loop here too if you wanted to, but
What are we about to do?
now when you get to about, that's good, when you get to about 275,
in the sim.
just raise it. And use your attitude. There you go. You don't have controls?
No, we can't.
Oh, you don't have controls?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
disregard.
don't control.
Ah, no wonder.
He's gonna get red real quick.
I knew Dustin would be the one to crash it. It's hard to tell in the filming of this, but this simulator is so hyper realistic. It's wild. The screens, the machine moves when you move. If you roll left, it rolls left. When you climb, it climbs. It's absolutely mind-blowing. They don't just let anyone fly in these things.
Hey, you can. Oh my! Look at my line.
Everybody got their turn, even our fearless captain. Dad hasn't been on a C-130 or even seen one in 60 years. And we got an opportunity to sit in a simulator and he could fly one. So we took off and he's flying around a simulation of Hawaii right now. It's pretty special.
on missions. So, he sent me in Vietnam, get your ass to work.
Woo woo!